Hey everybody, welcome back to Parsnips and Parsimony. I have never reupholstered anything, yet I love this chair that I'm sitting in. Little story about this chair, it was free. It wasn't in quite this bad of condition. We've used it for many years. The reupholstery was very faded when we got it, but the chair itself is extremely sturdy and in great condition. Over the years, it's seen a little bit of wear to the upholstery. As you can see, it needs help. So I have put these chairs in free piles because I'm like, I'm not going to have time to reupholster them. And even in the free pile, nobody wanted to take them. And I just couldn't see sending them to the dump when I really, really love them. They are comfortable. They're the right height for me to sit in. I have a lot of company that comes over. They're very comfortable. And I went, why can't I DIY this myself? How hard can it be? So I am here to share my experience, never, ever, ever reupholstering anything before. I'm gonna share it with you guys. And you can tell me if you're watching this video and you have experience, please go ahead and comment over on the community page. You'll find a section on the reupholstering of the chairs. Go ahead, comment over there. Tell me what I need to know about reupholstering chairs because I don't know anything. However, that being said, I did turn to my trusty library for supplies and books and information, and well, this is what I found. Yes, this bag is full of upholstery books. So I have this one, So Simple, Upholstery, Sofas, Armchairs, Seats and Cushions. I have Singer's Upholstery Basics Plus. I have another one here, Spruce Step-by-Step Upholstery and Design, and the Complete Guide to Upholstery. Armed with all of my trusty books, today I'm working on getting all of my supplies. So I don't want to rip the chair apart until I make sure I have everything that I need for it. But I'm going to go through these, do some quick browsing, see if they have some ideas for me to getting tools and such like that. Order them and get this project started. So I just opened the Singer Upholstery Basics Plus book, and the first sentence it says, upholstery is often a self-taught craft learned by experimenting. That describes me very well. I'm going to teach myself, and you guys get to watch me succeed or fail. Good morning. I worked all day yesterday on figuring out what I'm going to do with the chair, and I have decided that too much knowledge could prevent me from acting. I visited with my neighbor. She successfully reupholstered several large pieces of furniture in her home. She goes, I didn't have books, Janelle. I just followed what I took off. So, following that advice, I am going to tackle ripping it apart today. I'm going to go upstairs and grab a heavy blanket to put down so whatever drops down is contained on the blanket, and then I can just shake it outside later. But today's the day. Here is to reuse as much as I can that's currently on the chair, so I'm going to try to be really careful pulling everything out apart. Again, I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but the under of the chair looks like this, which I'm thinking this doesn't look like this is original. I think I'm going to find something. I don't think this doesn't look like it was original. So we're going to start pulling this out. See, this has nails here, and then this has tacks. We're going to start pulling this out, and we'll see what we find under here. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. I thought this was gonna be webbing. This is springs. So this changes what I was planning on doing with it, but that's okay. I didn't know what I was getting into. So springs, I'm gonna have to read up about how to handle that. And I've almost got this all ripped off. But if any of you guys are looking to reupholster, this is how it looks on the underside. I didn't know what I was getting into, but there it is. So I'm going to finish this up and look at my handy reference and see what's the next step.
Giving that out.
Got it!
Oh, yay! Good job, Mommy. Just have to pull it out.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a hard thing to do.
Yep.
And Mommy got all that almost done.
Well, we almost have
Nice
all the way
clean.
around the bottom.
Yep.
And then once we get the bottom done, we're going to see a lot of progress real fast.
Yeah, that's what we want, a lot of progress.
This has all been loosened up. It's taken a lot of staples. And I did all the way around the corners. I think I'm going to do the back piece now. That looks like that's on before this, but I'm going to turn the chair upright. I think that'll make it easier. So far, so good. It is 12:23, and that took me almost 2 hours to do that so far.
You're the sheepy.
Okay, this is coming off
You're the
now.
sheepy. No, sheepy, come out.
This is the easy part, Art.
Are you gonna have to put this metal stuff back in here?
Yep.
There's some metal. This is a metal thing.
I'll either reuse it or buy a new one. I'm not sure how. Trying to save whatever I can.
Yeah, I don't know if this is salvageable.
Well, here we are about 5 hours later. We've got the centerpiece stripped off. The side is done, and maybe I should turn the light on here. Woo! Add a little light to the situation. Here on the other light, there we go. And then we got the back done, this side done, but we kind of ran into problems with just taking this side piece off. I was hoping not to have to take this off, but in order to get the tacks off that are back here, I had to remove this, and quite frankly, these are a pain to get out. They are deeply embedded all the way up. I mean, this is 5 hours of stripping, and I still have a lot to do. My neighbor came over and added her cheering support to my efforts and said that none of her projects were as well built or put together as this chair. That's why I'm running into so many problems. So if you're reupholstering, maybe you won't have as many problems as I am. It's been fun. It's been a learning curve. I'm learning a ton about this. It's just very labor intensive, and plan on your hands getting very, very sore. Just kind of recap, I had to take the bottom off first, then I had to remove the back, and my chair had flexible metal tack strips here with a regular solid metal strip here down the sides to give that nice curved lines. Not sure, I think I can reuse the metal tack strip here, but the reusable I won't be able to. Yes, that's part of the inside of the chair, be careful. And then when it came over to here, I had to remove the side panels, which was a multi-process step. It had the ribbing here, as you can see. This had to get pulled off, and then the side fabric had to get pulled off. So a lot of steps to pulling this fabric off, but we're getting there, and I can actually see the frame of the chair, which is really, really neat. I have no idea what I'm going to find when I get to the bottom. But I'm going to run to Joann's Fabric and see if I can find a few of the supplies, primarily the tack strips, the flexible tack strip, and some cotton batting to put back over it. Some of it is probably reusable, but I want to see if I can find some at Joann's. Today is Saturday, and they have all of their doorbusters, so it's on sale today. So I thought I'm gonna run over there and check that out, show you guys what I'm getting for supplies, but I think I'm getting to the end of what I'm gonna be doing for today, and I will resume next week. I'm giving myself a whole month to get one chair done. And it's the middle of February, so I've got this. I've definitely got this. Well, I'm back from my expedition to Joann's, somewhat successful. Still need to find a few more things. I picked up this cotton batting. I don't know if they had quilt batting. They had pre-cut into like quilt comforter sizes. I didn't think I wanted that, so I pulled this off the bolt here and ended up, again, I took the whole bolt that was left, and by doing that, I was able to get 2 yards for $25. Regular would have been $25.98, but because of the sales and specials, and there was some leftover fabric on the bolt, so they offered that to me at 75% off. So I ended up paying $3.03 for the rest of it. So it's one just big piece of fabric, but it was one way to stretch the budget. And then I ended up picking up this. This is the dust cover that goes on the bottom of the chair here. It's funny, Art said he had a whole bunch of that when he went to the upholstery auction, and we got rid of it, but who knew? You know, hindsight's always 20/20. So, and that cost $11.99, and I had a 20% off coupon, so my total came to $27.75.
That's good.
The fabric, the dust cover fabric, I suspect will cover both chairs, so that works out to be what, $6? About $6 a chair. Not that bad of an expense. The batting, I have no idea how much I'm going to use. I'm going to try to use the old batting that I pulled off of it. You can see this is just a piece of the old batting. This is really, really thick, and it appears to be really high quality. It does not smell. It seems to be in good shape. So I am going to reuse it. I'm just going to top it off with a little bit of extra. That's what you guys had told me when I asked some questions on my Facebook page. So I'm taking your advice. I've never done this before. And then as for this tack strip here, Joann's did not have this. I don't know what I'm doing with this, and I don't even know if it's reusable enough. I may try to straighten it out and see if I can reuse it. I really don't know. Some of you said I can just use cardboard. You guys have been great with some ingenious ideas of what to use in replacement of this. So I'm not sure about that either. And then inside here, that other metal strip here, this Joann's did not have. However, I think it is in good enough shape that I may be able to reuse these as well. So I am going to try to reuse as much of the supplies I can from the chair. Still need to get the electric staple gun and the staples, which I haven't been able to do quite yet. You guys ready to see what I chose for the chair? I mean, I'm ripping it apart. I hope I'm putting something nice on it, right? Here it is. Da, 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 da. There it is. This is the plan to reupholster the chair in this print. I do know that with the wide stripe here, that could be a bit of a challenge, stretching it and getting it straight, but I'm willing to risk it. And I ended up picking this huge bolt up. You can see I think it said it had 16 or 18 yards on it. Art ended up picking this up at an upholstery fabric auction years and years and years and years and years ago when I was going to reupholster an old couch I had in, well, babies happened and I never got around to it. But I did save the fabric. Art doesn't even remember what he paid for it. There
There's a lot of these rolls. And
a bunch of these.
Yeah. This was just a tag that I had when you were selling it. But, yeah.
I thought you said you paid a considerable amount for this. Because it was really good.
Where
Where is it, Mary?
I found the tag.
Yep, that's it. It says number 30, 18 and a half yards for $25.95.
I think that's 20. Is that $29.95 per yard? I think
Beats
that's.
me.
Yeah, I think that this was the price they were charging. But when I
Could be.
bought it, I got like a whole bunch of stuff real super cheap. I only paid like, I don't know, $200 or $300, and we got a ton, probably
Yes.
literally a ton of fabric for a few $100s. And this was amongst the things.
We actually have a couple different options that we could choose for the chairs. We're planning on that other pattern first, but we might need to change it, or we might need to do one chair in one pattern and one chair in the other. These are the other patterns Art got at the auction. They're very, very similar, a little different, but for the most part, pretty similar. This one is much darker. Actually, it's more like my rug.
I came to check them out.
And then this is more of a beige, and that's more of a cream. So they'll all work. We'll get it done. It actually matches my current couch. The rabbit is loving it. All right, with that, I am going to wrap this chair up. I'm gonna wrap the chair up. I'm gonna clean up my mess. I'm gonna pick up the staples, the few that are left, bag it up, put it away. Next week's a brand new week, and I'll be back with hopefully some more progress on the chair. But I guess it's a good start for 5 hours, I think. I don't know. Hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Thanks for watching. Come on over and chat with me over on the community page, and we'll see you for our next video. Bye!